There we go. Man, that horse drinks like my dogs do. So freaking loud. Look, now I have a freaking lot of food. I have a lot of earthworms. I could go fishing. I'm probably gonna eat this mutton first, right? Because, well, no. Will they be able to tell that it's stolen? Or, yeah, because it's stealing from the king, because that is, he owns it. So, that's what the thing said anyways. The quality, 65, 65, 86. This is 60. This is 65. This is nothing goes better with everyday work in the field than some good beef jerky. It's -2 energy. That sucks. This is -3 energy. That sucks. Only eat wolf meat in an emergency and always keep it in flames for a long time beforehand so that all the evil is burned away. Also, you must never eat too much of it, for then you may become afflicted by a bad disease or a cruel curse. Oh, all right. Is that superstition or actual good advice? The mutton weighs a lot. So does the frickin' dried beef. Oh, my onions are going bad. So is my herbs. All right. The wolf ear is just fine though. Makes total sense. Got drinking water. My wine's fine. Guess I'll put them on. Why not? Oh no. Man, I'm running. Look at my book in it. Oh yeah, I was supposed to eat food. That would have helped. Have some nourishment before a lot of this stuff goes bad. I guess I'll have some dried beef. I always forget. So then is there something? There we go. And now my nourishment is high up, and we are doing well. I think I'm actually doing splendid. Is now the question I have is, should I sell the food I have? Like, not all of it, but I have too much for myself to eat, I think. But then again, I can now provide for Mutt. That was one of my concerns originally. So now I can provide for him just fine, especially after that ram died. Um, so, oh, out the
Blessings
way.
to you.
Blessings to you too. You see, I even saw him coming and I still kind of got a little bit scared. All right. You know, this walk wasn't very long on the way here. You know, I probably need to be looking for stuff. Because I need um, Paris, and I don't have any Paris. I know I need this. There we go, some thistle. Which I already had some thistle, but hey. Oh, my survival went up. So, let's see what perk I can get now. Ouch. I don't have any perks. Oh. All right, that's fine. I thought every single time I got one, but it makes sense. That's why I've been spending all my points as I was getting them, which is why it's all over the place. But you know what? Still fine. Like, this game really does not like hold your hand. It reminds me of older games. Well, not as much like older games, because at least this one lets you track quests. Older games, no. You just kind of ran around and tried to figure it out. From my memory. But this one doesn't, like, it had the tutorial, but it didn't literally tell you how to play the game. Like, oh, this is how leveling up works, and you get a, my voice, you get a point, like, and you use it on these or however it works, because I still have no clue. And that dice, oh, that's a new herb. But the dice game, like it explained it, and I can understand what it means now. But as someone who is it a real dice game? I have no clue. If it is, that would have helped. But if it's not, uh, I'm assuming it's a real dice game. I just never heard of it. But yeah, it needed a little bit more explanation for me, at least, to understand that I could only score. So I could only take, because the way I thought it worked was I put was it like Yahtzee? I can't remember how Yahtzee's played, honestly. But I thought that I would take ones that I wanted to keep and, oh, okay. I thought I would take the dice that I wanted to keep, put them to the side, and hopefully get more dice of whatever I wanted. And then I would eventually build up to a dice combination that I wanted. But no, clearly that was not the case. There's so many poppies. I need some Paris. I'm done picking poppies for now. Is there a drying rack here? Is this like a random camp on... Yep, camp by the side of the road. Let's not go in here. They might get offended. Because it's so early and they're all sleeping. You're awake, though. I see you. I don't need this out, though. Let's put that away.
Hey, Bella! Stop off for a bit of a chat.
God be with you.
Wait, where were you? Kunesh of Belowitz?
God be with you, noble sir. I'm Henry of Skalitz, and I serve the Lord of Lipa.
Sir Kunesh of Belowitz. Poor as a church mouse, but
Huh.
a free man once again.
A free man again? What happened to you, Kunesh?
Ah, the greatest of misfortunes befell me. Figuring out this war is a job and a half.
Aye. This feuding between the royal brothers is damn muddled, all right.
Precisely. I gambled on Jobst over Sigismund a few years back. Only his Hungarian cavalry soon routed us, and I spent 2 years in captivity.
Crap.
You were held captive? What was it like?
Hardly wondrous, I'll tell you that. But what irritated me most was being powerless to do anything. It's all those blasted Hungarians' fault. They can shove my silver up their arse and then lick it and kiss it for all I care.
I totally agree. Sigismund is holding his brother Wenceslas, the rightful king, under lock and key in Vienna.
What a bloody awful affair this war is. In my day, men would fight with honor and integrity. not stab each other in the back.
My sentiments exactly, Sir Kunesh.
Why, young man, I see you stand with Wenceslas, eh? I tell you though, he's the one who dragged our land into this mess.
How so? It was the Hungarians who captured you, wasn't it?
Because I was a fool. But I've realized that the only competent king here is Sigismund.
Oh God, don't bite me.
I must be on my way. Farewell, Sir Kunesh.
Farewell and Godspeed, young man.
I feel like if I said that, I would lose more reputation, and we end up in fisticuffs. So, best to... Good day, sir, and move along. So can I come in here, or is this trespassing? I don't know. Just still looking for the blacksmith. Hello. You look different. Does that mean you're special? No, you just wear yellow. Hey.
God be with you.
Me again.
Good morning, lad.
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. What do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first.
Of
You
course.
can forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade.
Oh,
That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. Take care, friend.
get everything from the chest in your forge.
Excuse me? Go over to the anvil and let's get started.
So, can I have all of this? Okay. About to say, if you start stabbing me in my back, I'm gonna get upset. Okay. Start forging by the anvil. This is an anvil. Okay. Crap.
Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up. Try poking it around.
Oh, God. You can move the piece back and forth in the furnace to heat its individual parts.
Get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works better.
Okay. Am I doing okay?
Tell the temperature's like a color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in fire. You have to take it out and take a look.
It looks hot.
See? It's the color of straw, which is what you want. And you heated the whole thing up. Nicely done. Now you can go straight to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it.
Hold R2 to raise your hand with the strike by releasing it.
See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other.
For best result, the entire piece should be hammered
Oh,
evenly
Jesus,
along.
it has to be even! Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side.
Turn it over. All right. Oh, fudge. I don't think I can mess this up in the tutorial, honestly.
Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway.
Huh? The closer you are to... Keep foraging until it's cool. So keep on whacking it? Is that what you mean?
It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. Get a move on. I'd like to get some other things done today. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil.
I'm moving. Tell me to get a move on while I'm heating it up. It takes time, sir. You should know.
See that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. The ring you want. Well struck. That's the ring you want. The ring you want. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to, there you go, you've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
Huh? All right.
Right. Let's have a look.
All right, Klaus. I
Hmm.
know.
Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
Um, when is the workpiece finished?
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Yeah, it looked the same to me, honestly.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed.
Ooh,
And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of
good.
course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
No, sir. Oh, wait. Apparently, yes, I do have questions.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them, though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. And they can't afford it neither.
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house, there are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed, and you can put your things in the chest there.
Ooh,
Don't worry, nobody'll steal them.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right, here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
oh, that don't sound shady. But good. I'm just gonna go check and see where my bed is. So there's the wheelbarrow. There's the wood. So, was he saying? Is it this? No, I didn't think so. Instead of wood stack and frickin' door. Or did he mean the door? My god, I'm so bad with directions. Did he mean this one? This is... Yes, this is my bed. I'm actually quite happy. My god. It doesn't say steal, so it's mine. And then he said I could put my stuff in here. Oh! What? Is this someone else's stuff or is it mine now? Like, found. Is it my stuff? Like, do I get to keep it?
Aye, almost done.
I have a crossbow now. And a hunting sword. This is amazing. Alright. This is my actual fighting suit, so let's put that stuff there. All right. And I actually do need to go now. I'm actually running late. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye. I'll see you next time.